Course policy influence and development. Assignment: educational reform, K-12 or higher education. The first question is, what is a policy issue that will need to be addressed concerning the reform topic I have chosen? The answer is the Higher Education Reform and Opportunity Act, or HERO for short. This act was introduced by Senator Mike Lee, Republican from Utah, and by Representative Ron DeSantis, Republican from Florida, in the last Congress. It would delink federal higher education aid from the federal accreditation process, allowing states to assume authority for higher education accreditation. The next question is, what are the main issues of this agreement? At state level, the states will be the main beneficiaries of this proposed act. Under this act, federal student aid would then be available to students enrolling in institutions and individual courses that are credentialed under a state's accreditation system, enabling a student to have a more customized higher education experience. At a federal level, this move can seriously weaken the accreditation system established by the U.S. Department of Education. Unlike other industrialized nations, higher education accreditation in U.S. is not enforced by the central government. The U.S. Department of Education, in terms of general education, only recognizes the 6 regional accreditation bodies, simply known as regional accreditation. The HERO Act can significantly add to the market appeal of non-regionally accredited universities that would only hold state-level accreditation. The third question is this issue currently under consideration at the federal or state level? The answer is, as I mentioned, it's at federal level. It's being debated in the Congress. But once turned into an act, it would be passed on to state level. And the last question is, in my opinion, how would this policy should be addressed, and why? Well, in my opinion, I don't think this policy is good for American higher education. The reason behind my argument is that, although it's a good idea to widen the network of universities that qualify for federal student grants, but on the other hand, for-profits and universities that only have state-level accreditation are typically inferior to regionally accredited ones. And as such, the funding flexibility would possibly result in market fragmentation, and non-accredited schools can dominate a larger market share, which in the long run would hurt the students. I believe a better way to address the issue of student aid would be to widen the network of universities that qualify for this aid, but not tie the federal accreditation system to this act and separate the two issues.
Created using Powtoon.